Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Saturday football review for round 21 of the 2022 NRL season. Apologies as well. I did go out during the Sharks and Dragons game. I was out at the club for a while and time got away. Obviously, I wasn't drinking tonight. I was a designated driver, but I had to get back for the review at some point, so I decided to go live now before midnight. So apologies for the delay, but I thought I'd treat myself and go enjoy myself night out at the club for a while. But saw 3 games of football today, and bugging me, one game surprised me. The other games didn't really surprise me. We saw the Rabbitohs. They hammered the Warriors 48-10 up at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. The Raiders and Panthers game, this surprised me. I thought Canberra was specials in Canberra, and they were humiliated by Penrith 26 points to 6. I think Canberra's season is now over. And then we saw a great local derby between the Sharks and the Dragons. I did say it'd be a good game. I said it'd be close, and that's exactly what it was. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. Share the video around to your friends and all that. And we're going to get into the review. But before we do that, we're just going to say hello to everybody in the live chat. Hello to SS Storm Fan, Cody Games PlayStation. Nick is in the chat. We got Steve G, Yeet Boy. The chat's building. And it's you know what? For a Saturday night, 11:45, and it's got about 17 people watching the stream. It's actually a pretty good crowd for the night. But I'm not going to be on here for a long time. My phone battery is only 18%, and my portable charger has decided to just not fucking work. So we're going to get through it pretty quickly. I think we'll go back to the South Sydney versus New Zealand Warriors game first. And Jesus Christ, this game was an absolute massacre. South Sydney 48, New Zealand 10. This game was never close. It was a bloodbath from the get-go. I got to say as well, beautiful crowd at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. It looked like a beautiful day up there, up at the sunny coast. And South Sydney went up there this afternoon, and they just put the cleaners for the Warriors. It was absolute bloodbath. It was like mop on the floor, dirty, and then they cleaned it. That's what Souths did to the Warriors. We'll get into the review now. And look, the first try of the game came pretty early. Lachlan Ilias scored in the first try of the game. Souths out to a 6-0 lead. Cook, beautiful try from dummy half where he went through. 12-0 Rabbitohs in 10 minutes. I'm going, well, fuck, man, this game might already be over. And then Totola went through and scored. And it was 18-0 in 15 minutes. And when Totola scored that try, I remember saying to a few people on social media, I said, well, this game, it's already over. 18-0 Rabbitohs in 15 minutes gone. The game's already over. So just crazy how South Sydney were so clinical early on. They were just on fire. What? What do you want? I'm live. People are watching me.
Hi.
Yeah. All right. Get out now. Get out. Get out! Sorry, guys. Just kids want to get on my fucking nerves a little bit. South Sydney 18-0 on fire. And then the Rabbitohs, they got going again through Keon Kalamatangi. South Sydney were just killing them at this point. 24 points to 0. South Sydney on fire. And then the Warriors, they needed something, the Warriors. They needed something to get some hope. And then there was a try there to Edward Cossey. He went over for the Warriors. It was 18 points to 6.
in favor, or 24-6, sorry, in favor of South Sydney. Latrell Mitchell scored this brilliant try where he beat about two front rows. I think he beat Fanil Blake and I think he beat fucking Bunty Afoa. And Latrell Mitchell is just so good. South Sydney 30-6, and then Johnson scored before halftime. Halftime, Rabbitohs 36, Warriors 6. It was embarrassing from what the Warriors displayed in that first half. To concede 36 points, it's just horrible football. It really is. The New Zealand Warriors were horrible, and if you follow the YouTube channel of Warriors NRL Fanatics and Hold the Ball, they'll tell you exactly what it's like going for the Warriors at this time of the year. The South Sydney 36-6, they were dominating. And then the Rabbitohs got another try on debut. Their 25-year-old Isaac Thompson, he went over and scored in the corner. I think it was 42-6 at this point or whatever it was. And then the Warriors got on the board for Sean Johnson, 42-10. And then the Rabbitohs got a try then, 56 minutes for Latrell. He got a double or whatever it was. And full time, Rabbitohs 48, Warriors 10, a bloodbath, an embarrassing game of football. One that to be honest, I genuinely fell asleep with 15 to go. That's how bad this game was. Souths were that clinical. The Warriors were that poor. And I fell asleep with 15 to go. I woke up and going, oh, fuck me, it's over. So, awful game of football. Obviously, if you're a South supporter, well done. They're probably going to play finals. The Warriors, well, they're just trying to avoid bottom four at this point, and they play like a wooden spoon team this afternoon. So, really poor from them. But top three on ground from South Sydney versus New Zealand. Number 3, I'm going to go with Keon Kalamatangi. Number 2, I'm going to go with Lachlan Ilias. And number 1, man of the match, Latrell Mitchell. Latrell Mitchell was on another level. I thought he was fucking awesome, Latrell. So, Latrell's my man of the match. Rabbitohs too good, 48-10 over the Warriors. The next game, the middle game for Super Saturday, Game 5 of the weekend. Raiders and Panthers, a so-called rivalry. It's not even close to a fucking rivalry. It's just ridiculous. Cam Murray. Oh, how could I forget about Cam Murray? Actually, I might even change that now. Number 3, Lachlan Ilias. Number 2, Cam Murray. Number 1, Latrell Mitchell. You have to excuse me. I'm very fucking tired. It's late at night. I'm going to forget shit. I'm on my own. I'm doing a solo review tonight. So, yes, Cam Murray was probably the second best player on the field, if not the best. But apologies on that. So, Ilias, Murray, and Latrell were my top 3 on ground. All right, middle game in Canberra, the 5:30 game. Raiders 6, Panthers 26. Now, if you watched my tipping video on Saturday, on fucking Tuesday, sorry. I tipped Canberra to win this by 10. I said they were specials of the weekend. Yep, they were the special losers of the weekend. They were hopeless, Canberra. They were playing for the season as well, and they were horrible, Canberra. They were really, really fucking horrible. Their attack made me fucking sick. They made the Titans look good. That's how bad their attack was this afternoon. We'll get into the review, shall we? I don't want to go much on this game. I thought it was quite disappointing. Canberra really, really pissed me off in this game. First try of the game went to Josh Papali. Really surprising there from Josh Papali. Scored the first try of the game. Canberra started off really well when they needed to because they're playing Penrith. They needed to start fast, and they did that. Papali scored the first try in the 8th minute. Canberra 6-0. Good stuff with Canberra. Penrith hit back pretty quickly, though, through Api Coruscant. Coruscant went through from dummy half and scored 6-all after 12 minutes. So it was pretty much, game on at that point after 15 minutes, 6 apiece. And then there was a penalty because Hudson Young took out, I think it was Chris Smith, who everyone on Twitter was saying that, it should be a penalty try. No guarantee he would have fucking scored. No guarantee he would have scored. So Chris Smith gets a penalty. Crichton takes the 2 points. Penrith 8 points to 6. And then Canberra, what was it? Hudson Young surprisingly was not in the sim bin. It surprised me. I thought he was going to go to the bin for sure. And then Penrith got a try there through Stephen Crichton. Good on Stephen Crichton. He came back, wore a headgear, played a pretty good game, Stephen Crichton. Penrith 14-6 after 25 minutes gone. So Penrith got going, and I'm going, well, Canberra's under pressure, and they have to be next to score. And unfortunately for them, they weren't because Fisher Harris got binned I thought that was the right call. I thought the sin bin on Fisher Harris was the correct decision, to be honest with you. And from the 31st minute up until half time, I thought if Canberra don't score before half time, the mental game is going to affect the Canberra Raiders. If they don't score with a 13 on 12 advantage, then mentally they're going to be hurt. And that's exactly what happened. They couldn't score. They had plenty of chances on the attack. And right before half time, Nick Kotrick got sin binned for a high tackle, swinging arm, high tackle, whatever they want to call it. Now, I think everybody in the chat will have a difference of opinion here. In my opinion, the Nick Kotrick sin bin should not have even been a sin bin. Yes, it's a penalty for a high tackle. Everyone on Twitter said it should have been a send-off. I think Michael Ennis said it should have been a send-off as well. But for mine, the Nick Kotrick sin bin, for mine, it wouldn't have even been a sin bin. I would have gave a penalty. That's it. That wasn't worthy of a sin bin. That was a ridiculous decision. It was an accident. He was just trying to make a tackle, and obviously didn't. He slipped, and the player slipped as well. I thought it was a really tough call. I don't agree with the sin bin. I thought that was a tough decision against Nick Kotrick and the Canberra Raiders. So he gets binned. Half time, 14-6 Penrith. We get to the second half, and Sullivan makes a line break through, gets it back to Edwards. At this point, Edwards had fucked ribs, but he kept playing like a warrior, and Edwards scored. Penrith 20-6, and I'm going, well, I don't know if Canberra can come back. 20-6 down. Mentally, they had a chance to get in front. They had an advantage, and then they fucked it. They absolutely fucked it, Canberra. So Penrith 20-6. Canberra were playing like bottle jobs at this point. And then Jamin Salmon went over and scored a try of all people. And if you saw the press comments from Ricky Stewart, he didn't hold back. He called him a dog and a grub because I think he kicked someone in the balls. So obviously Salmon and Ricky Stewart have got a bit of history. So there's a bit of a feud there. Salmon versus Stewart. Fair enough. What was it? 26-6 at this point. Canberra kept trying to score points, but they just had nothing. Their left side was fucked. Their right side was even worse. They couldn't score for their life. And full time, Panthers 26, Raiders 6. Canberra are done. They won't play finals now. They're gone. Unless they win every game and results go that way, but I can't see it happening. I think you can put a red pen through the green machine. I think Canberra season's over now. Penrith, without Luai, without Cleary, without Kickout, no problem. And Canberra still couldn't get the job done. That's so disappointing from Canberra. But well done to Penrith. They did well. I thought they would lose, but they showed up and they got the result, and they just proved why their depth is the best in the comp. So full credit to the Panthers. A great win for them this afternoon. My top three on ground from the Canberra-Penrith game. Number 3, I'm going to go with Isaiah Yeo. I thought Isaiah Yeo was fantastic. Number 2, I'm going to go with Dylan Edwards. I thought Dylan Edwards was fantastic. And my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Stephen Crichton. I thought Stephen Crichton played awesome this afternoon, Stephen Crichton. So Crichton's my man of the match. Panthers too good for the Raiders, 26-6. Now, the final game, the local derby. This was a cracking Saturday night game. Cronulla Sutherland Sharks 24. St. George Illawarra Dragons 18. This was a great game of football. I said it'd be tight on Tuesday when I did my tips. I said this would be a really good game of football, and it was. The Sharks got the win. Apologies. Sharks 24, Dragons 18. Just interrupted there. Just let me know. I'm got internet's going off soon, so don't worry about that. Sharks 24, Dragons 18. I thought the Sharks, they were good without being brilliant. They could have been they could have been better. The Sharks. I thought they were reasonable. The Dragons, I don't know about the Dragons, but they frustrate me. You've got Ben Hunt and you've got Amone. Last tackle options, they keep running the ball. Kick the ball across field. Do something with the ball. The amount of times tonight the Dragons had the ball in the last tackle, they'd run the ball. They would not kick on the last, and they're 20 meters out from on the attack. It just drove me mad, and especially in the second half where they had chances and Ben Hunt kept running on the last, and they wouldn't kick it, and Amone kept doing the same thing. And Dragons, kick the ball on the last fucking tackle. It's not that hard. Jesus Christ, it frustrated me watching that. But anyway, we'll get into the game. So the Sharks, I got off to a great start. They had Nico Hines scoring the first try of the game. Sharks off to a 6-0 lead. Great start for the Sharks. Really good start. And then the Dragons got back. They put a crossfield kick. I think it was knocked on by Ronaldo Mulatalo, and Jack DeBellin pounced onto the ball, and Jack DeBellin scored, and it was 6 apiece. It was a really back and forth game in the first 10 minutes, 6-all, and then obviously the Tarek Sims sin bin. He got binned for the dangerous tackle, which, I mean, fair enough. He's lucky he wasn't sent off, to be honest with you. So Connor Tracy was gone for the game, which was a shame, but that's what happens, I guess, when you do stupid shit. So 6-all still, but Sims goes to the bin. There was no points during that period either, and then Braden Trindle went through and scored a brilliant try, individual brilliance there from Braden Trindle. He scores, Sharks 12-6, and then right before half time there, a beautiful short ball from Trindle to Teague Wilton. He went over before half time. At half time there, Sharks 18, Dragons 6, and then Bradley got binned. I mean, I think the Bradley Simmons was a fair call because he wouldn't get off him, and he just kept holding down, and it was told 3 times that he wouldn't do it. It was just a deliberate hold down, and he got binned for it, so I didn't have much problem with it. So it was 18-6 at the break in favour of the Sharks. Second half comes around. Dragons start well. Moga scores the first try. Dragons off to a good start in the second half. 18-12 Sharks. Dragons hit back, though. It was pretty back and forth for a while, and then Feagai goes over in the corner. 18-16. So, once again, game on. Lomax missed the conversion, which was a fucking massive miss. It actually hurt him a lot. And then Wade Graham, of all people, Wade Graham scores. Who the fuck would have backed Wade Graham to score? He goes over with 15 to go. 24-16, and I thought, well, this is game over. Sharks will win this game 13+. And then, again, like I said, they kept running the ball in the last tackle. The Dragons, they wouldn't kick it. I don't know what they were doing. It was really shitting me off. And then there was a penalty for offside, and then the Dragons went, fuck it, we'll go for goal. Lomax takes the 2 points. It's the 6-point game. The Dragons' idea was take the 2, down by a try, and then go 100 meters. And I get where they're coming from, but so risky at that point. Lomax converts it, 24-18. Dragons have got about 2 minutes to get down the other end, and they get down there, knock on from the Sharks, and Dragons are on the attack. And they almost scored, but they dropped the ball, and full time comes around, and Sharks win the game 24-18. Great game of football. Sharks will deserve the win. I thought the Dragons, they showed a lot of guts. They showed a lot of spirit. They were playing for their season as well. They had nothing to lose, and they just fell short in the end. But Sharks just a little bit too good in the end. So fair play to the Sharks. The Dragons, well, I think their season's over now. They won't make the 8 now. It's just going to be so hard for them unless teams lose above them. It'd be a miracle if they made it from here. So I think you can put a red pen for the Dragons as well, along with the Raiders. So I think the Dragons are done for the year. But my top 3 players on ground from this game. Number 3, I'm going to go with Jack DeBellin. I thought Jack DeBellin had a great game. DeBellin number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go with Toby Rudolph. I thought Rudolph was great tonight in the front row. And number 1, man of the match, I'm going to give it to Nico Hines. I thought Hines was fantastic. Kicking game was good, and I thought Hines was fantastic. So Nico Hines is my man of the match. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Saturday football review for round 21 of the 2022 NRL season. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. We'll do all that good shit. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. It's midnight. I'm out of here. Wi-Fi's getting turned off. So everybody, have a great night, and I'll see you guys